to the stage. This gentleman has been doing comedy for a little over a year now. I've been lucky enough to book him at a few other venues that I was entertaining in before here and after here. So he's going to be the host for the night. Some of you guys, most of you guys, well hell, almost all of you guys are here for him. So please put your hands together for the host of the entire evening for your pleasure, Mr. Doug Mergenthal.
Here, man, and at least 3 on stage. So, guys, thank you all for coming out and making it sound like there's a lot more. So far, it's going good. It's my first time hosting, so bear with me, but I am already excited and having a lot of fun doing it. Exciting times we're living in right now. NFL, back to football season. Isn't that awesome, right? NFL fans, start cheering. I start every NFL season with a moment of silence for the Bears. That's how I kick off my season. It's sad. And then what else is going on? Of course, presidential run, everything's going on right now, too much stuff, a lot of I'm not a political person, but I do pay attention to what's going on, and there's just a lot of stuff. All you can do is pay attention to Facebook. You got the Black Lives Matter and all lives, Blue Lives Matter, everybody matters. What they need to figure out is like we all matter, because what's important is we're going to have to fight the zombie apocalypse, and so we need to get together, so that's all that matters. But in the spirit of everyone mattering, I just thought I'd selfishly head up my own little program here, so ladies, hold on to your underwear here. Don't get too excited. Whoever. Everybody needs love. Go ahead and get excited.
Yeah!
We deserve some goddamn respect too. Fat lives matter. And as my first act of movement or whatever I'm going to get together, we're going to make sure McDonald's has 3 drive-through lanes. Small, medium, and large, right? Speeding along. First act, McDonald's. Second act, if them motherfuckers can make breakfast all day long, they can give me the fucking McRib every goddamn day. Right? Just for big people, though. Just because we matter, we need some goddamn respect, right? And then, of course, we got to fix the EBT card. So from now on, that'll be my third movement, is with the EBT card. Okay, it's not based on how many kids I have, it's how much they weigh. Okay, so we're gonna get some shit fixed for us big people, because we deserve some respect. Actually, it was my ex-wife that inspired the Fat Lives Matter thing. She got up to her fighting weight pretty fast, but you couldn't tell her that, but she'd pick on me all the time, right? She is just a nasty mean bitch. I couldn't walk past her. She'd be like, "You're the only one that can say excuse me and still me in the way." I would bend over to tie my shoes, and she'd be like, "Who are those 2 guys?" And I don't know why and I'm a nice guy. You wouldn't know, but I'm sensitive. I bruise like a peach. I wrote her a song when we first got married. I wrote her a song. I swear to God, wrote her a song. It's called "How Can I Say I Love You When I Can't Even Breathe Down Here." Because I'm a very romantic guy. We spend a lot of evenings at McDonald's. As a matter of fact, this is a true story. We were driving past McDonald's, and they used to have a big American flag outside of McDonald's. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but they'd have them outside of gas stations and McDonald's. So anyway, the flag was at half-mast, and I couldn't remember why. And I turned to her and I said, "Hey, why is the flag at half-mast?" And because I knew somebody important had died. I said, "Who died?" And she goes, "Oh, Nixon died, or somebody important died. I couldn't remember." I said, "Wow." I said, "I hope they do that when I die." She goes, "Oh, I'm sure McDonald's will." That is a true story. But that's not what ended the marriage, though. I'll tell you what ended the marriage. We were together for 20 years, and we were trying to liven things up, man. And near the end of it, she gives me this coupon for like sexual favors and stuff like that. Turns out it was a Groupon, and everyone was all over that. But yeah. But just real quick, again, we're glad you're all out here, and please support your comics and give a big round of applause for your first comic. Let's hear it for Izzy Ramirez.
How is everyone today? Yeah, that's what I love to hear. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've been playing a game to the death of hide and seek with puberty. Mostly because after 5 years it stopped being funny. I am Mexican, I do speak Spanish. So like white kids had it super easy, they just had to, like listen to rock music, dye their hair a funny color, call themselves like Portia Sky. I had to be very creative, guys. I had to be very inventive with my rebelling. I had to do things like go to school. Not get a girl pregnant at 16. Which I know sounds like a joke, but my sex talk consisted of this thing. I don't want kids until I'm like, never. Until I'm dead. And then they can just use my semen to birth more incredibly short Mexican males. I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are like, if you got this exchange operation and the facial hair implants, why'd you stop at the girly voice? Joke's on you, I just sound like this. My mom calls my sister all the time asking her why she has my phone, and my sister always responds, "Mom, it's not Gabby." And she goes, "Seriously, this is important, give your brother the phone." One thing, I don't like rape culture because it makes it really hard owning a minivan. Owning a minivan is hard enough, like no woman sees a guy driving a minivan and goes, "Man, I'd really like to fuck him tonight." So you can imagine when I am talking to girls and I bring them to my car, they're gonna freak out because, well, it's a minivan. And I'm trying to, calm them down. I'm like, "Nothing's gonna happen to you, you're safe." And she's like, "Then why are there no back seats?" Thank you very much for laughing at that. Only one person usually does. Abduction's always fun, isn't it? Thank you. Let's see if you like this. I'm sorry. I don't want to single you out. It's not a racial thing. It's just I just really like racial jokes. There's a quota I like to hit. I actually once told a joke about, talking to women at bars, and a lady came up to me after the show, and she's like, "I didn't really believe that, you would talk to women." And I'm like, "Well, of course." And then I thought, wait, I know why I think it, because I have social anxiety. Why does she think it? So I asked her, and she goes, "Well, the voice." And I was like, "Really? The voice? And not the earlier joke about someone coming on my face?" So yeah, I guess surprisingly, his voice is coming from a straight person, in case that wasn't clear. So if you would like to reevaluate your life. How much time do I have left? 2 minutes? Cool. So I grew up Catholic. And my entire life, people told me that God was our Heavenly Father. If that's true, what I want to know is child support. I'm sorry, I can't help but feel so great when I see her. Makes me smile on the inside and on the outside, which is always fun. I also never understood why God had a penis, because he doesn't have a wife, and apparently he's against masturbation. So, does he just play swords with... Are you religious, ma'am? I'll stop. If that makes you uncomfortable. Not really. I'm joking, I will. Because I'm that nice. Because I'm lovable. Let's see. What else do I want to do? Sorry. I'm trying to think right now what I want my next joke to be, just so I don't offend you two in particular, because you guys seem to be like, "Oh, he's saying really mean things." But it's fun. It's fun things. It's fun things. I do agree with Donald Trump on that we should, make a border, a wall on the border. But I'd like to make one change. I'd like to make it one giant taco stand. If I had $1 for every dollar I've lost in my life, I'd probably lose that dollar too. Thank you very much. You guys have been a wonderful crowd.
Give it up one more time for Izzy Ramirez. Speaking of race joke quotas, I was at Walmart, and no, I'm just kidding. No, actually, he did remind me of a story. I just moved last month into a new place, and again, we've talked about how great a shape I'm in, so I'm not really for lifting anything anymore, or even walking for that fucking matter. But so I'm like, how am I gonna get this accomplished, man? One of my buddies tells me, he says, you know, for a small fee, you can pick up workers to help you out with just about anything. And I'm like, where? I've never heard of this. I swear, I've never heard of this. And he's like, Home Depot, right? So somebody's heard of this, right? And I'm like, no. He's like, sometimes you drive by a Circle K, and sure, I drive by a Circle K, and there's like 30 people out there, and I pull my truck in, and before I can say, hey, there's 9 people in the back, there's 4 sitting in the back of my trucks on top of each other, there's 2 on each other's lap, and obviously they're guests in our country because I needed a translator to tell them I only needed 2. And so I got the move done, and apparently it doesn't work like Redbox. You can't just drop them back off at any Circle K. You had to take them back to the room we picked them up at, so I was new to that. But no, seriously, I started off by saying I was at Walmart, and this is a true story. I was at Walmart picking up some work boots, and if anybody's ever been forced to buy shoes at Walmart because of the dollars that they keep losing, if you ever notice, for some reason, they're tied together, okay, by this plastic strap. Has anybody seen this? Their shoes are tied together. I have no but so I think I'm a funny guy. I think I'm a comedian for the most part. So I put them on, and I leave the strap on, right? And I'm trying them on, and I see this guy with his, may I help you shirt on, and I walk up to him like this. And I say, hey man, come here. He says, you know me? I says, I really like these shoes. I like them a lot. They feel good. They fit good. Do you have them with the strings a little bit further apart? He goes, I'll check. I swear to God. He goes, I'll check. Let me go in the back. God, I love shopping at Walmart. You guys ready for your next comedian? You ready for your next comic? Let's give a loud round of applause for Jorge Reese.
Keep it going for Doug Mergenthal. You guys didn't know Doug was that racist, huh? I didn't know that either. Holy crap. Thank you for returning my family to the proper Circle K. Oh. You good? You need like a break? You good? Yeah, I'm a comedian too. I work the kitchen and the door. And, I'll change your tires. You need a lube job. Whatever you need. That's cool. Anybody else watching the Olympics?
Yeah!
Hell yeah! I was watching the Olympics the other day, and I just found out a fun fact. For the 200th year in a row, Nigeria didn't qualify for any of the swimming meets. The black girl's laughing at it, so she's fine. You guys are cool? You didn't expect that from the door guy, did you? Are you okay? I mean, you're wearing a Detroit Lions jersey, so obviously you don't care about sports. You're like, I'm gonna wear whatever I got the Salvation Army today. I'm just kidding. You're the only other minority in here, and I'm picking on you. Are you alright? You're not pregnant, are you? Oh, okay. Going into contractions. That's cool. There's a party in the back. That's cool. But you guys be really watching the Olympics and shit? I was watching women's rugby. Whew. Yeah. I was watching the lights down and the sound off. It was like watching domestic violence with a happy ending. Cool, you liked it. I like you. You need to come to every show. You're Doug's friend? Doug, can I borrow your friends? Yeah. If you leave them out, yeah, I was saying, if you leave them outside the show, I'll pull up with my truck, and they can just jump in the back.
That's how I make friends, Jorge.
I'll bring you back right here. That's cool. You're filming this, and I don't know why. Evidence. That's cool. That's cool. He's not even part of the show. He's like, he's on probation. He needs proof that he was somewhere. Has a timestamp on everything. Every 5 minutes, he stands in front of the camera like, I'm still here. That's cool. You're not gonna eat? You can eat. You ain't, no, not you. It's not about you now. Jesus, we're gonna go to the white people now. You're not gonna eat those? Because I'll eat them. All right, guys, thank you for having me. There you go. You're not watching the Cardinal game? Obviously, no. It's an easy answer. You could have just said, no, I'm not. I'm in here. They're winning, so it's the Raiders. It's like playing Detroit, right? I'm just kidding. Any Trump fans in here? Let's talk about something positive. Any Trump fans? Raise your hand.
Hell no.
Hell no. Munchkin in the back? What the hell is that? Hell no. Any Obama fans? Any Obama fans?
Yeah.
That's cool. Everybody paying with EBT, obviously. I love Obama. He's the closest thing we're going to have to a Mexican president. There's no way in hell they're going to let a Mexican in the White House. Can you imagine the White House painted purple with green trim? They do. I can imagine it too. Actually, the fries are really good.
With cheese sauce.
With cheese sauce?
Yes.
That's cool. Your Yelp review is gonna go awesome. Thank you. Anybody else live with roommates in here? Who else live with roommates?
Yeah.
The black guy, cellmate, does not count. I live with roommates. My roommates are cock blockers. I get in their face about it too. I'm like, they're fucking. To like, stop calling us that. We're your parents. You can laugh out loud. It's cool. It's a comedy show. You don't have to hold it in. Just fucking let it out. I live with crazy ass Mexican people. I woke up one morning. My dad's eating the lean cuisine with a tortilla. I looked at him like, what are you doing, Dad? He's like, it's a utensil, fed up. I look over at my mom, she's dipping her taquitos in her Slim Fast. She's like, it's working, I can feel it. I have great parents. Me and my parents, we party a lot together, we drink a lot. And one night we're all drunk and just hammered. And I'm trying to sneak out of the house, right? Because I'm 30. And, my mom catches me drunk trying to sneak out of the house. She's like, you can't drink and drive, you can't do this and that. I'm like, I was just gonna go buy more beer. She's like, okay, be careful. 10 and 2, 10 and 2. 10 and 2 part never works, fuck.
Gotta close one.
I know, I gotta fix that one. What do you think? Any suggestions? No? Okay, thank you.
Close one eye.
Yeah, close one eye, right? What do you do? Like, I eat ice cream before I drink and drive. Does that work for you? No? We're going over truck driving tips. This is weird.
Make sure you're texting.
Okay, stop. Make sure you're texting. This is fucking weird. Actually, they come here all the time. I like them. They're like my great-great-great-great-grandparents. I know.
You're not like my great-great-great-great-grandson.
I know because I'm illegal, I guess. I don't know what that means. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming out. We got a bunch of comedians. Bring your ass up here. Fat Lives Matter. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Give it up again for Jorge. Be careful, go back to the door, Jorge. Got big fans back there.
Oh my God.
But I'm with Jorge. I'm okay with whatever color trim they put on the White House. If we were to elect a Hispanic president, I'm just not crazy about the plastic pink flamingos on the lawn. I'm sorry. I've got a quota too. But anyway, back to Fat Lives Matter. I've got a couple other people I can't stand that pick on me because I'm fat. And one of them I work with, okay? Does anybody have anybody here that they can't stand working with, that if like the boss was looking, they just punch right in the back of the Yeah, I got that guy too. I'm serious. He can't walk past me with, counting my chins and, telling me I'm the only one to get a tan, all that old fat jokes. So, and I was gonna kick his ass, and one of my buddies told me, he said, "No, with Lorenzo, man, he's been through a lot. He's got diabetes and all this other." And now, bear with me, because I'm not making fun of the disease, because Lord knows I'm a Snickers bar myself away from losing a foot. But I found out that poor Lorenzo has got only 2 toes on one of his feet. Because of the disease, he's left with his big toe and his pinky toe. And I was the wrong guy to give too. So my boss had a secret Santa, and so when Christmas came around, I bought the flops for Christmas. That's just one of the reasons I'm going to hell, and that is a true story. I have 3. Who's got kids in the house? Right. All right, they're happy. They're proud of it. So I'm just looking for hands. But that's great that you're proud of it. I've got 3 actually. I've got a 25-year-old son, a 21-year-old daughter, and a 5-year-old daughter. That's right. It still works. The shock factor is that anybody fucking wanted it to, but it still works. And there's obvious differences between, you know, having boys and girls. We all know that. One of them, to me, is the I want to hear from them. Okay, my boy can pretty much say anything because he's at the age where he's an adult and just nothing, but the girls, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's 2 things I don't want to hear from my daughters, and I've heard them both already. So my daughter turned 21, and I decided to buy her a car, and I was gonna let her pick it out. And we're talking about it and all this stuff. We're driving on the way to the dealership, and a car passes us of the one she wants. But I'm not paying attention anymore. We talked about that 30 seconds ago. I'm listening to Bon Jovi, and I have no idea what she's talking about. So there's this long, awkward pause. The car passes us, and about a good minute and a half goes by, and she goes, "I like it from behind." I never want to hear that from... Yeah, so did your mom. Why are you telling me this? I like it from behind. Obviously, she was talking about the car, but I had to check my pants for shepherd's pie because I'm not going to have a conversation with my daughter. The second thing I don't want to hear that I've already heard is when I'm at Walmart teasing to help, I get the call. "Hey, Dad, while you're at the store, can you pick up my my needs for that time of the month?" And I don't want this call. She's old enough now, and I never know what to bring home. There's so many flavors and brands, and here's something I don't understand about all of them. I'm seeing these. Are these things magical now? Okay, because I'm seeing these commercials where they're skydiving wearing them, right? They're going down water slides. I think there's an Olympic commercial where they're doing hurdles, and it's. You know, I was married for 20 years. I couldn't get a bowl of cereal when it was that time of the month. Right? So I don't want to hear my girls. I just don't. And I'm in the spirit of that story. The Golden Girl's good because I'm gonna tone it down a bit. Just kidding. I'm gonna tell a little quiet, peaceful story. I already told a story about my oldest daughter and how she freaked me out. So I'm gonna tell you a story about my youngest daughter. It's not gonna be as loud or scary as what we just went through. But this is also a true story. My poor little girl, when she was 3, we noticed she had the same affliction that I share, where I have no filter and I've got a bad Chicago attitude. 3 years old, we order a pizza. We're living down where Kim Jones works, and we get a pizza delivery guy who's obviously had a really, really rough life. I think he probably grew up in Apache Junction or something, but the guy had 3 teeth in his head, and you know they were all far on the right side, and so he shows up at the door, and my 3-year-old's really, really excited, and we answer the door, and this is true, it's not an act or nothing, this is true, I just thought I'd just tone it down a little. So I answer the door, and the pizza delivery guy, and she's all excited. "Hi, I'm Bella." "Oh, hi, Bella. I'm a princess." "Oh, I'm sure you are." She just wouldn't shut up. "I'm just trying to pay the guy to get my I'm a princess." "Hi, Bella." So he's going to interact with her. Big mistake. So he's interacting with her. "Hi, are you going to have pizza tonight?" And Bella says, "Yeah, with my teeth." That was about a $10 tip. "Here, Bella, take the soda and run, please." So, but that really did happen. But anyway, are you guys ready for your next comic? All right, we're gonna move this show along. Please welcome to the stage, Chris Cisneros. I think I said that right. I'll try.
All right, Chris Cisneros. All right. Woo! What the tampon man? I never seen that guy before, but whew, man, you're loud, man. I'll never go to movies with him. Jeez. Good set though, man. Good set. But guys, I'm very excited to be here. Guys, I'm very excited just to be around right now. I got some exciting news on Monday. I'm gonna be a dad. Yeah. For the first time. Thank you. First time, 32-year-old Hispanic man. First kid. Fucking a miracle, right? Exactly. I know. My mom, all my life, she's like, "Milo, when you gonna give me a baby?" I'm like, Mom, I'm in 6th grade, hold on, you know, like, fucking calm down. She's like, all your cousins have them, you know. But my girlfriend and my mom are really close, you know, and my girlfriend has kids from, you know, other dicks. So they were talking about, you know, how she's gonna do this, and I guess she wants to have a water birth, guys. I don't know if you guys know what a water birth is, where they like sit in a tub and just the grossest thing. Yeah, just gross. And I was watching it on the film thing, and I was like, oh, that's so gross, and I'm really worried about it, you know. And I told them, I was like, what if the baby drowns, you know? And they're like, calm down, you know. You were a water birth. And I was like, what? Mom's like, yeah, when I was crossing the river to get here, I had you right there in the water. Yeah. Like, ay, mijo, the current was so strong. But you anchored me down. Yeah. Smart people in here, that's good, that's good. But yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, I do have a girlfriend, a beautiful woman back there. We've been together 3 years, guys. 3.5 years. Gorgeous. Beautiful white woman. She's glowing. That's not a neon sign. That's her actually back there glowing. She's a professional ballet instructor, guys. Salsa dancer, sexy woman. And all my friends are always asking me, they're like, dude, how'd you pick her up? And first off, guys, I didn't pick her up. She picked me up. Like, I remember just like yesterday, I remember my friends were chilling, and she drove up in her van, and she rolled down her window, and she was like, which one of you guys does lawns? And I was like, oh, this guy right here, you know? So yeah, that's how I met her. But like I said, she's a beautiful woman. I moved in with her about 1.5 years ago. And I remember before I moved in, we sat down and we had a real serious conversation. Because she's had bad relationships in the past, you know? And she wanted to make sure before I moved in that it wouldn't be the same. And she was like, babe, I just want to know, like, you would never hit me, right? And guys, I would never hit her. She's a beautiful woman, okay? Just get that out of the way. Some of you guys are looking at me like, what? You know, if she was ugly, I still wouldn't hit her, okay? Just get that out of the way, too. But, you know, her being a dancer, she has one flaw, guys. And out of everything, a sexy body, but she has dancer's feet. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. They're like eagle claws. Oh, yeah. They're like chicken feet. Oh, they're just bad. Like, sometimes at night, I'll lay there and I'll just, like, scratch my leg. If I get an itch, I'm like... Yeah. She's always, like, tearing up our covers. It's just, yeah. She goes through socks like a motherfucker. It's like, whoom, just always. But, you know, she's a good sport, guys. She's a good sport. We have these, like, sex games we play, like Jurassic Park. I don't know if you guys ever played that. Yeah, she's like the raptor. She's like, oh. Yeah. It's crazy. And her feet are so bad, I kid you not. Like, I'm wearing flip-flops. You can see I have my toenails painted because I want to see a good-looking foot under the cover sometimes, so I just, like, poke my foot out. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. But, you know, she asked me these questions. She's like, babe, you would never hit me, right? And I have to be honest, guys. I looked at her and I said, babe, I would never hit you. But if I did, I'd beat the hell out of your feet, you know? Because nobody would ever say anything like, Jerry, your feet were always ugly. How could you say that? And plus, he's a comedian. They don't hit women. They drug them. Totally different. Right? Too soon? You guys like Jello? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. She's a great lady, guys. So before her, I used to run strip clubs. She like saved me. She changed my life. I got fired actually from the strip club for sexual harassment. I know you guys. She's looking at me like, how do you get fired for sexual harassment at a strip club? Well, apparently, I guess they didn't like that I was always slapping them on their asses. But when I went and confronted the dancer, I was like, Rico, what are you talking about? You always thought it was cool. Like, yeah, no. But yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, she has some kids. She has 4 kids. So I knew I was going to get a championship, okay? I knew it was guaranteed. The banners were up. I was like, if I don't do this, I must suck. But one of her kids, he's 17 years old, the coolest kid I've ever met. The other day she was, like I said, he's a cool kid, but he has this flaw, guys, and he's always spitting. I don't know if you guys ever met somebody who just always spits. And one day he spit on my shoe. And that totally pissed me off. And he's not mine, so I can't hit him, you know what I mean? And plus he's like tall, it looked really weird. You know, they'd be like, why is that little kid hitting that kid? You know, it's like, it's not even cool, you know? So, you know, I was upset. I was like, man, I just had some nice shoes. He spit on them, can't hit him. So I said, I'll scar him in a way that, you know, nobody else can. I said, Josiah, I would have never took you for a spitter. And he goes, what do you mean? I goes, your mom never spits. Yeah. He hasn't spit ever since. He doesn't spit in front of me. Yeah, guys, these aren't all jokes. But, I'll talk about growing up, man. I'm Hispanic. I grew up in a small town in New Mexico. And I didn't have my father around, you know, and I got picked on a lot for being short. And I remember one day I got tired of it. And I went home one day and I was like, the only person I had around was Roma, was my Theo, so I went to him, I was like, Theo, I want to be a boxer. And I remember he picked me up, he was real, buff and he was strong. He picked me up, showed me his muscles, and I had hope. It's like, I'm gonna have muscles like that one day. And then he tells me, he's like, Mijo, I want you to know we come from a long line of boxers. More hope filled my heart. And he goes, yeah, Grandpa used to box oranges. I used to box apples. Like one day, Mijo, you'll box lemons. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But I always got picked on, like my family was always full of jokes. Like I grew up in the 90s and the coolest thing I remember, second grade, was being a Boy Scout. I remember they came to our school, they wore their uniforms, they had the patches. I was like, oh, I want to be a Boy Scout. I felt it in me. And plus they got to go camping on the weekends, they pretend like they have dads, you know what I mean? It was like really cool. Like I wanted to do that. And I went home one day and I had the pamphlet and I showed my mom, I was like, Mom, I want to be a Boy Scout. She's like, no, mijo, they're always getting touched. So yeah, I was hurt. My dreams were crushed. And then she told me, don't worry, mijo. This weekend I signed you up to be an altar boy. Yeah. But guys, don't look at me all weird. She's looking at me like if I got touched. I never was touched. And like sometimes I'll lay there at night and I'll be praying and I'll be like, God, what's wrong with me? Like I was a cute kid. Like I was on my knees praying just as hard as the other boys. And you know what bothers me is I can keep a secret. So it's like, it really just fucks with me. Yeah. I want to talk about having a kid because this is like, it's crazy for me, man. Like I can't believe I'm actually having a kid, So my girl, she got me these books to read on kids, and there's this one I was reading, it's called Sperm Wars. If you guys have never heard of it, it's a great book. #1 bestseller, I'm not kidding, Sperm Wars. And in one of the chapters it talks about like how in every male reproductive ejaculation, there's 100 million sperm, guys. 100 million sperm. And you gotta think only one of us makes it out of all of them. 100 million, that's how special we are. But then I was small, and now I know what my dad didn't believe my mom when she was like, I'm pregnant. He's like, that was 2 months ago we had sex, because it took me a while to get there, I was like hitting the wall. I chilled in there for a while, I saw other loads pass me, but I still went right after that. Right? My lady, she got to meet my family. We're from Mexico, and we went there for Thanksgiving. And one of my cousins I hadn't seen in years, guys, since he was a little kid. And he came up to me, hugged me, and he was like, I just want you to know you inspired me to be who I am. And I am who I am because of you. Right? That's fucking, I felt like pride right there, man. I told my girl, I was like, look, that I was cool. And then in the middle of dinner, he gets up and he's like, I just want everybody to know I'm gay. Right? And I started thinking, I was like, how gay was I as a 10-year-old kid that this kid, like I inspired him to suck dick now. My girlfriend's just looking at me and then she whispers in my ear, she's like, you do like your ass licked. So, yeah, I don't like my ass licked that much. Not that much. She got E. coli once, everybody thought she got it from Sprouts or some other. Like, oh man, you must have been at Chipotle and eating that. And she's like, oh, yeah. Sick, huh? But like I said, we've been together for a while, and it's been good, right, babe? It's been pretty good. But there are times, where she just kind of doesn't want to have sex. She's like, oh, babe, I'm on my period. I don't feel like it tonight. And that's kind of fucked up, because I remember when we first met, she's like, let's do it. She's like, I'm on my period. Next thing you know, she rolled out the towel on the bed. Or she started to shower, It was cool. But now she's like, oh, I'm cramping bad. No, babe. So I started thinking, man, 2016, if I was gay, this wouldn't happen. But then, if you think about it, like, do gay men use diarrhea the same way that women use their period? They're like, oh, babe, I'm cramping tonight. Oh, it's a heavy flow. If there's any of you out there, please, I want to know. Inquiring minds. It is. It's a shit situation. It's just gross. Very. Yeah. It's horrible, right? And what's weird too is like I like old school hip hop and like being around her kids. They listen to this new shit, and it's kind of confusing. Like the other day I walked in on Josiah listens to music, and he was listening to, I don't know if you guys heard Macklemore. Yeah. And there's that one. It's like I think it's called One Love. He's like, when I was in 3rd grade I could draw, so I thought I was gay. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck to make him think he's gay? Like, is he drawing a bunch of little dicks and he's like, that looks good? He's like, that circle looks like an asshole, I want that. Like, Right? I don't know. But I'm gonna finish up with this, guys. Like I said, I'm from a small town in New Mexico. My first job ever. I was 12 years old. I picked chilies. That's how hickish I am. Yeah. So when I moved here, man, I remember I went to Scottsdale and I was partying, and I walked into the club, and it was like a big shock to me because like all the dudes were real buff, and like their eyebrows were done, and they're orange, and they all had like bedazzled t-shirts and pants, you know. And I thought it was a mariachi competition at first. I was like, who's Fiction? I've never heard of this band, you know. So like I'm sitting there, I'm with some friends, you know, trying to make, you know, an impression on them. I'm checking out these chicks, and I see one, I spot her, and I'm staring at her real hard. And I guess she didn't like it, so she whispers in this dude's ear, and he starts coming our way. And my friends notice this before I do, and so they tell me, they're like, "Hey, dude, don't worry, we got your back. You know, don't be scared." I'm like, "I'm not." Yeah. So he starts coming over, and he's in my face, like, "Why are you staring so much?" And I look over and my friends are gone. I guess they went to get drinks, I don't know. So I'm sitting there, you know, and I'm not afraid of a lot of people, guys, just get that away. I was in the military, okay? Yeah, thank you. I could type 70 words a minute. Yeah. Air Force.
Yeah!
That's right. Yeah. I was in the Corps once though, guys. I was. But I wanted something, you know, a little more safer. So like I said, you know what, the Peace Corps is just too hard. I'm gonna go back to the Air Force. You know? So anyways, I'm not afraid of a lot of people. But this guy, I'm not kidding, guys, he was big. He was like 5'6", 5'7", just towering over me. And I remember looking up at him, and he was in my face, and you know what, I did what any guy in this place would do. I took my shot, I alphaed up, and I jumped off my stool. I was like, bam. I looked him in his eyes. It was exactly like that. I was like, excuse me, papi? I was checking out you, okay? Tell that puta to get her shit. Yeah. Turns out he was gay, guys. He bought me drinks all night. I got a DUI. Yeah, it was a great my life. Yeah, thank you guys very much. My name is Chris Cisneros. Give it up for this guy's shirt. Seriously, that is fucking...
Give it up again for Chris. Awesome set. And please give it up for his lady for putting up with his making fun of her feet, man. You should take those feet and kick the living out of him, man. But no, that was awesome. All right, guys, are you ready for your last comic? Yeah, you guys having fun? All right, let's hear it for Matt Micheletti.
I like when the applause stops before I come to the stage. That's amazing, you guys. That's amazing. You guys getting drunk out there tonight? This table's a little confused. They're like, I don't know. Detroit Lions. Are you actually a fan?
Yeah!
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Detroit Lions. It's okay. You guys will be back soon. Are you really a Bears fan?
Yes.
No, it's okay. 2-14. Cutler will come back sometime soon. Oh my goodness, you guys. Let's give it up for all the comics you guys have seen tonight, everybody. Having a good time. John Legend is somewhere in the building filming whatever he's filming. This is amazing. We're going to be in a music video. Guys. It's going to be a good time. So, if we're getting drunk tonight, anybody here like to black out? Anybody here blacked out before? I know you have, Lions fan. Yeah. Especially December 5th of last year with that 62-yard long bomb from Rodgers. But that's okay. We'll move on. We'll move on from the Hail Mary. That's okay. It came up in my Facebook memories today. I was like, that was a glorious moment. I just want to... I watched that video for like 4 minutes and jerk off to it, because that's all I last when I watch that video. I hope I'm killing you, because the Detroit Lions have no idea how many fans they have. They're like 4? I don't know. Let's play football. No. I'm so happy football is back, you guys. I'm so happy. The Packers beat the Browns tonight. That's a good win. Off of 2 safeties in the 4th quarter. Oh, goddamn, the Browns suck, guys. The Browns are awful. They're the worst fucking team ever. They're gonna be awful this season. I like football because like it gets my wife interested in football, but like she used to complain that football wasn't feminist enough. Yeah, until we watched football the other day, like we were watching highlights on ESPN. They're like, please tune in to ESPN, brought to you by Kotex. For a strong red zone defense, always reach for Kotex. Alright, we're gonna go with all hack jokes tonight, guys. We're gonna keep the trend alive. We're gonna keep the trend alive. So the Olympics, the United States won its first medal, like first gold medal of the Olympics was in shooting. Yeah! The rest of the world went, yeah, that makes sense. Virginia. Why are you bringing up Virginia? Isn't that where like Sandy Hook was? I don't know. That's awful. That's an awful reference. If you're gonna heckle me, at least make it good. Nothing? Lions fan? I figured. That's okay. Jesus Christ, man. She's definitely blacking out tonight. Are you her man? No? You should be. Yeah, you should be. Oh, maybe later. Holy. It's some sexual healing going on tonight. She's gonna be calling you Marvin Gaye before midnight. I already know it. I already know it, man. She's gonna make you put on the and just go bareback all night long. Just create a bunch of cream-colored babies until the end of time. I'm just gonna mess with you guys for the next 8 minutes. It's gonna be fun. No. Hey, if she does black out tonight, don't do the dick move of drawing a dick on her face. That's fun. Man, you used to go to parties in high school and people would draw a dick on people's faces as they blacked out. That's fun. And you gotta know next level because this is America. We do. Don't draw a dick on somebody's face. Draw a face on their dick, okay? They wake up, they're like, oh, my friends are the best friends in the world. I blacked out early. They didn't draw a dick on my face. And they go take a leak and they've got like an emoji on their cock. And it just puzzles them, like, who pulled my dick out and who like Sharpied the face on my dick? Was it the same person? I hope it wasn't the same person. It requires, because the penis, like, this is awful, but like, the penis, you have to stretch it out or get it hard to draw on there. Like if you draw a smiley face on a flaccid cock and then it gets hard, it's like a giant smiley face. That's amazing. You guys, go, like gals, please go home and try this. If you're a lesbian, find a guy on Craigslist and go do it. It's okay. It's okay. Let's give it up for Leslie Jones in the audience tonight. Leslie Jones here this evening. I heard she was at the Olympics, but she made a break to come down here this evening to watch us amazing comics here at Tosos. It's a good thrill to be here, you guys. Anybody here not have cable? Anybody poor like me? Yeah? I watch cooking shows on PBS all the time, man. I hate those because nobody watches cooking shows on PBS unless you're stoned. Poor people watch PBS, okay? And like they'll do like this grilled cheese requires dragon scales, and if you can't find dragon scales, go to the closest Whole Foods and get ancient chives for $14 a pound. No poor stone person watching PBS is gonna do that. Stop, just put a stop to it. That's why Alton Brown got fired. Don't leave yet, we got more fun to happen with the fucking you got tab problems. She's running out on the bill. Dude. She's getting on the BMX bike she just stole to get to the show. Jesus Christ, man. Guys, I want to live in a world where Count Calories is just a really fat vampire. Yeah, I think that's funny because you can't fat shame like something that doesn't exist, like vampires don't exist. Like the thing that bugs me is like my best friend in high school became a born-again Christian, which was weird because he used to play Mario Kart with me all day long, and I loved that guy. And now he has like 900 kids, and he's a born-again Christian. It's really weird. And I think if you're going to call yourself a born-again Christian, I think you actually have to come out of God's pussy. I think that's what needs to happen. Follow me here before you burn me in my fucking Rainbow. And he went to Burning Man as Joe and came back as Rainbow. Like, I want to know what's happening at Burning Man. I really do. I want to know what's going on, you guys. Like, he'll come to my house and he's a super conspiracy theorist too. Like, he'd be like, dude, you can't go to Yellowstone. I was like, what, the national park? It's probably beautiful. I want to know what's going on. He's like, It's a giant lake of lava with like the piece of the Earth's crust over the top, if it could go at any time. You just described the entire rainbow. Get out of my house. But leave the weed. I paid for that. Please leave that. My mom is a thief. Anybody here have a criminal mom? Anybody? Detroit fan definitely has a criminal mom.
The exact opposite.
The exact opposite? Your what?
My mom's LAPD.
Your mom's LA, then she's definitely a criminal. Thank you. It's okay. My mom likes to steal from the Goodwill though. She steals from the Goodwill. She likes to go to the Goodwill and buy shit she wants and bring it home. And then she'll hot air gun off the stickers off Goodwill and put it on a sheet of wax paper like she's collecting them. Hey, just because the bill's dropped, let's keep the conversations low here, people. Thank you. No, she'll have the wax paper out with like shit for like Goodwill with these stickers on it, and she'll just and return it to the Goodwill with these stickers on it for store credit. It's an endless loop of shit. It's the perfect white-collar crime for a 73-year-old woman in Mesa. I highly encourage you guys try it. I really do. Bobby told me I can do as much time as I wanted, so that means I'm going to do approximately 2 more minutes and get off stage and get drunk. So here's the thing. You guys like to gamble? Anybody here gamblers? Yeah. That's the sound of a crowd that goes to talking stick. That's fucking embarrassing.
I'll take the drive.
You take the drive?
Yep.
Is that their slogan?
At least the drive.
You addict. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I like going to Vegas, man. I love Vegas. Vegas is one of the best cities in the world. Like, it's the 2 cities in America that you can do whatever you want. It's Vegas and Detroit. That's all that's left. Anything goes. I told you I was going to pick on you all night. I love going to Vegas, so like, the thing I don't like about going to Vegas is like the strip clubs. Like, strip clubs to me are a lot like locking your keys in the car. You can see the keys, they're right there, but you can't do, you know? And before anything gets started, you're gonna have to pay some fat dude to get in the door. It never fails. Never fails, you guys. Vegas is fun unless you have to babysit somebody that has to go with you to Vegas. Yeah, you're nodding. You know what? You've probably had a bad experience. You've had that drunk asshole on the trip with you. It's awful. My buddy Ben had never been to Vegas before, and he was like, I've never been to Vegas. I was like, pack a toothbrush, let's go to Vegas right now. So we did. We went for 2 days. The first night we were in Vegas, he did the rookie thing where you get like 6-foot-tall margaritas that they sell on the strip. They look like bongs. You guys know what I'm talking about. You have to like sign a safety waiver. Yeah, the harness. Carry around in a harness like an asshole all night long. He was an idiot. Like, here's the thing, he blacked out, he wakes up the next day, he's like, dude, I don't know what happened. I was like, you took a this out, it was disgusting. Please don't do that again. He's like, I promise I won't drink tonight. We're like, alright, whatever, asshole. So instead of drinking, he took 3 hits to tell anybody before we left the hotel room.
Oh, that's better.
No, it's not about Detroit, that's not better at all. I had to babysit a 29-year-old man on the strip. He's 300 pounds and he's sweating everywhere. It was disgusting. It was like carting around a wet sponge for 12 hours. It was gross, man. So we end up at a strip club at like 3 in the morning because we're dudes, like whatever, and we're drunk, let's go to a strip club. And we walk out after like 40 minutes after spending like $500 because Vegas strip clubs are expensive as dude. And finally he comes out and his eyes look like dinner plates because he's tripping so hard on acid at this point. He's sweating like he just ran a thon. He's like, dude, I just saw the most amazing thing in my entire life. I was like, what, titties? We just saw them in there, it's okay. He's like, no, I gave this chick $20 and she took off her pants and her pubes were shaved into the shape of an old-timey mustache with the curls on the ends. I was like, were you getting a lap dance from Snidely Whiplash in there or something? Like, man, see, you'll never get the pussy in this town, see? I had to burst his bubble because he's tripping on that. What's going on? I was like, dude, a vagina with a mustache isn't a vagina, okay? It's just a hipster with a cleft lip. Yes, all right. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. That's the end of my set. Have a good night.
Give it up. thank you guys all for coming out and definitely participating and making us feel like we weren't all alone out here.